All right, this is the morning of the big day. Chris is actually getting married, one of the guys in our fantasy league, and we came out to support him. Great guy. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Get to see Denver, so here's another vlog, traveling to see all the fantasy guys. Should be fun.
It's either sink or swim. Can't hold back your light and expect to win. Gotta go harder. Oh, you've gotta learn. Don't suppress your fire, baby, let it burn. Be who you are. Nobody can take that away from you. Oh, straight from the heart. No playing games. You gotta be true, true, true. You gotta be.
As I clean the kitchen, here are 5 fantasy players who will help you clean up your league. It's the dumbest thing. Leonard Fournette. Joe Mixon. T.Y. Hilton. Demarius Thomas. Allen Robinson. I hope these tips will help you sweep up your competition.
All right, the wedding was awesome, so I got to hang out with a couple of the guys from the league, and but to make it worth your guys' while, and since we're in Denver, we're going to talk about is Denver the home of a lot of good bargain deals. So, mile high bargain? Question mark? And you can't start anywhere else if you're going to talk about the QB. We're talking about Case Keenum. He came over from the Vikings. He had a breakout year. He finished 14th overall, but that was without starting the first 2 games, where Bradford actually was starting. He got hurt the 3rd. So you incorporate that into, and he was borderline QB1 last year. So I think a lot of people are sleeping on him, especially when he's ranked 24th. So maybe he's not the guy I want to be in my number 1, but if it's going to be a 2 QB system, definitely check him out. All right, as we continue exploring Denver, let's talk about the running back situation. Is Royce Freeman going to be a huge pickup for someone? Probably. Right now, ranked 25th. The only issue with that is we haven't seen him play. Is Devontae Booker really going to be the starter? Averaging less than 4 yards the last 2 years? I highly doubt it. So Royce Freeman, number 25, really coming at the end of the starting running back situation. So if you really think Devontae Booker's not the guy, Royce Freeman is probably a good pickup. So Denver has been a lot of fun. Been there 3 days now. About to jump in an Uber, head back home to Michigan, but I have to finish out the Denver Mile High Bargain. And can't do that without talking about their wide receivers, who, in my opinion right now, seem to be placed about where I would take them. There is a little bit of risk. We don't really know how the offense is going to shake out, and it was so poor the last couple of years that it's hard to really make them shoot up. But as we talked about Case Keenum, huge upgrade. Hopefully that running game can get going a little bit. But we're talking about, obviously, Demarius Thomas, always a very deadly wide receiver. And, before the quarterback situation really went downhill, he was a perennial top 10, top tier wide receiver. Can you repeat that? Can he come back to that now that Case Keenum is in town? I don't know. But just to show you how dominant he was, in the past 6 seasons, we're talking about he was 5th, 1st, 2nd, 13th, 20th, and then 23rd last year. And 23rd and 20th is when he had no help whatsoever in the quarterback game. So Case Keenum should raise his stock, and currently he's going at number 17 overall. Could he go higher than that? Absolutely. but I'm not ready to quite do that, especially with so much talent in the wide receiving group this year. So I think that's about right for him, but I do think that he does still have upside with that, which is always great from a guy that has been doing it for so long. Emmanuel Sanders, his counterpart on the other side, he's going right now in 31st, and he's a very difficult one because he really suffered last year. He was number 62, but he only played 12 games, and before that, the last 4 years, he was 7th, 18th, 23rd, 62. So do I think that he's going to have a renaissance, especially back in the day when he was a top 10 guy, but that was, with Peyton Manning at the height of their offense. So no, I don't. But at the same time, I think 31st is about right for him because I think Case Keenum can kind of bring him back from, obscurity the last year. And the year before that, he was 23rd, which is very good once again for that quarterback situation. And you can see Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, they go up and down together. So it's very interesting that that they both will produce with good quarterback. And the last guy I want to talk about is the rookie who I think he's he is the best rookie wide receiver in this class, Courtland Sutton. He's going to be the number 3 there. And, maybe people don't get excited because they saw how it was, once again, how it was last year, how it was the year before that. This is a whole new beast with the Broncos. And I really think that he is going to be someone that you want to stash or in a rookie draft, definitely pick up if you can. And that I think he would be probably the back end of round 1 for me because so many running backs would go before him and they're harder to get. But Courtland Sutton, I think he is going to be a very good NFL player. He's number 3 this year, but that doesn't mean that you can't produce. And I think if he gets on the same page with Case Keenum, who was thrown to young wide receivers in Thielen and Diggs last year and did really, really well, he could definitely produce. And right now he's going at 78, which is, he's pretty much undrafted. So I think he is an interesting one for kind of an end of the draft lottery pick, if you will. But watch out for him, especially when it comes to waivers. I think once people realize that the Broncos aren't going to be a slouch when it comes to offense this year, they will definitely rebound. I think that a lot of these pieces are going to come into play. So those are the bargains, the mile-high bargains. So I don't know. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Wide receiver, running back, QB. No one really knows which way it's going to go, and you can tell by the way they're ranked. So. But after this, you'll see me back in Michigan. So I just got back from Denver, obviously.
Yep.
Chris got married, obviously, in our league.
Yep.
And
never beaten me.
Exactly. Winner in life. Got a new wife.
Yep.
Not winner until you beat Craig.
Yeah, can't beat me in fantasy football, so sorry about that, Chris.
So do you believe in the mile-high bargain aspect that we were talking about?
No.
Which,
Not even slightly. Sorry. I can't buy into the offense. I don't like it.
Why can't you buy into the offense?
It bores me.
That's okay, but
Okay, in reality, yes. Demaryius Thomas, I think, is a value. I really do. I think he's being undervalued. I think I have him underranked, probably. He could be pretty solid. Emmanuel Sanders, don't want anything to do with it. Like, not even a little bit. And Royce Freeman, I don't buy it.
Okay,
I don't buy it. He's a 3rd round pick. Why is he that good?
I don't mind the Emmanuel
Bishop
Sanders.
Sankey was probably better. What's to say he's not?
You don't know, but Bishop
Sean
Sankey
Green was better.
So bad in the NFL.
Trent Richardson was better.
Trent Richardson was good for 1
draft
year.
pick. Why is he good?
He might not be, but this is the question. Do you think Devontae Booker is going to be the guy there?
He made at least 50-50 split.
Because even Trent Richardson, not being very good, was very productive for fantasy.
Fantasy-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
Booker, I think, has potential to actually be better than people are thinking. I think people just have written him off. It wasn't like they put a lot into Royce Freeman. It's 3rd round draft pick. That's not a lot of draft capital, really. That's not a huge. Everyone just assumes Royce Freeman's going to take over.
I just think it's because
I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I think that's the thing. Do you think it's going to be a timeshare and it hurts both of them, or do you think one of them is going to get it? And if one of them is going to get it, do you think Devontae Booker?
I kind of think it might be Devontae Booker.
Ooh, which means though, he would be a mile-high bargain.
He is. I think he's extremely high.
So you actually think he's a huge bargain, but it's not the guy I talked about. You think it's Devontae Booker?
I'm changing my mindset a little bit right now, and it's not just because they listed him as a starter. It's just because I'm not buying the whole Royce Freeman thing.
I can get behind that.
I don't buy it. I mean,
I think it's Royce Freeman, but
we've seen this before.
if it is Devontae Booker, you even have a bigger bargain than the one I threw out there.
I mean, Monte Ball, do you remember that?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that burnt me.
I mean, he was what, a second-round draft pick? Freeman's
That was it, yeah.
Freeman's like, I mean, not end of the third, middle of the third. I don't know. I don't. These rookie thing, I just don't buy the rookie thing in any of
Right.
all these rookies are
Then
getting.
again, we like
overvalued.
Geist, and when was Geist drafted?
Well, that's different. I like Geist is good. He's good.
All right, well that's fair though.
We
So-
know that. And Nick Chubb's good too. Those are my guys.
Yeah,
now.
I like Nick Chubb as well. So you heard both of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be Royce Freeman. He thinks Devontae Booker, but I think that is actually what hurts both of their values,
Yep.
and why one of them will be a bargain.
Everyone probably thinks I'm crazy that I just made a Devontae Booker argument.
That
I think I'm crazy.
I think you're a little crazy for it, but if you're right, who knows? And you can get him so late in drafts.
Well, once they see that, they'll probably definitely say that. Wonder if I was high, like they have been on Instagram.
Everyone think. Well, I did just get back from Denver too, so that's not going to help that.
That's true. We get way too many "Are you high?" comments. It's starting to make me wonder.
Instagram, man. Yeah, I love you guys. Hey guys, one last thing. I just want to congrats Chris getting married this weekend. It was a whole lot of fun in Denver, and it was great seeing the other guys. We got Johnny, we got James, all part of my league, and it's just really cool to see fantasy football and how it can kind of keep you talking to friends and your community, growing that, and I just want to wish him a whole lot of luck, and obviously he's winning this year, but when it comes to the season, I hope I destroy him. But, I think that's what it's all about. Fantasy football, it's always great to trash talk and have a whole lot of fun and make it about the stats, but just keep in touch with a lot of people. And as you're going to see, I was in Vegas with a bunch of buddies, Denver for a wedding, and we're about to go to Cleveland for our on-site draft. So I just wanted to say that. I think it's cool, and I think that's the reason me and Craig really started this. But thanks for the support, and hopefully you guys enjoyed these.